Brian Scott this morning with David Bruton, formerly of the Denver Broncos, now with the Washington Redskins. David, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, nice to have you with us. First off, I want to talk about your beginnings. You're a Notre Dame guy, fourth-round pick for the Denver Broncos in 2009. How exciting was it to get that phone call, even in the fourth round?
It was very exciting, truly a blessing for sure, not really knowing where I was going to fall, where I was going to land, and not really knowing if I would make it in the NFL. It's definitely was a great phone call that set me up for basically the rest of my life.
Yeah, you go to the Denver Broncos playing safety. As a matter of fact, some say one of the best out there in the special teamers. You made it through the 2013 season, AFC champion. You go up against Seattle in that Super Bowl. How tough a game was that?
It was extremely tough, especially because they have a lot of old heads on the team who that was their first Super Bowl, like Champ and, a few other guys. And us to go out there and lay an egg, it was definitely disappointing, and we definitely didn't want to do that. And with that being his first Super Bowl in 15 seasons, I realized how rare it actually is.
Now you make it into the 2015 season again, AFC Championship. You go into the final game of the season here and end up breaking your fibula. Is that right?
I broke it mid-December versus Pittsburgh. Yes, I broke my fibula up high.
That takes you out of the Super Bowl game. How disappointing a season was that for you?
I felt like it was extremely hard to swallow for sure, because I worked so hard that year and finally had an opportunity to be out on the field and showcase what I was able to do and make plays and feel like I was a true contributor of the defense, and then not to be able to help my teammates continue playing well and winning games, and to win that Super Bowl is extremely tough.
I know tough from the outside for us to take a look at this and say, well, why didn't you just stay with the Broncos? Why go to free agency, and how do you end up with the Redskins? Can you kind of explain that process for armchair quarterbacks like me? How does that happen?
What happens is, it's definitely a business decision. You have to understand the NFL is still a business, and that aspect's never going to go away. And with me at this point in my career, I didn't just want to be a special teams guy or a guy who came in just on third down. They had their two starters solidified, and I felt like I had an opportunity to start elsewhere. So it came down to, business decision and wanting to start for sure. And, I love Denver. I loved everything about my time there, but I definitely felt like if I was going to be able to grow as a safety, as a player in this league, especially going into my eighth season, I needed to find new beginnings.
Yeah, some folks say championships before money. Others say money means a lot here. Money makes the world go round. I suppose you've got your ring, but do you feel like you've got that championship?
I do, because I was part of the team. There's nothing you can take away from me from that season. Think about it. The Baltimore game, the very last play, it's me and D. Stu. I'm knocking the ball out, tight end's hand, and he's getting the interception. Versus Kansas City, the next game, I forced a fumble on the goal line early in the game to keep them from scoring another touchdown. The Cleveland game, interception on their 2-minute drive to send us into overtime. Detroit, to seal that game and have that one-handed interception there. Like, I made plays throughout the season that definitely helped us win games, and I definitely felt part of it for sure. So that's not a problem. Did I feel part of it? Yes, I did, because I definitely contributed, not just on special teams, but in a big way on defense as well.
I got to tell you, I'm going to miss number 30 on the field. I'm a huge Broncos fan. I know that your move to the Redskins now. How is spring training going? How are things looking there?
It's going well. Just learning new verbiage, new playbook, new guys around, new staff. It's definitely different because I've been used to somewhere for 7 seasons, so there was a lot of familiar faces in Denver, and I'm just still trying to learn my way around here and my way around Ashburn and the facility, and just learn how guys operate. So I feel like we could potentially have a real good group, but it's still early to tell. And I know I'm going to bust my butt here, and guys, I believe I've already noticed that.
Yeah, you were the 2015 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year for the Broncos, recognized for Bruton's books. Tell me a little bit about Bruton's books. Is this something that you carry with you to Washington as well?
Oh yes, I definitely want to. I wish I'd be able to have a better stronghold in Denver for sure. But with it only being a year, we'll see how realistic that goal actually is. But I'm here near D.C. where all these political, educational reform decisions are actually made. So, it's definitely a good move as far as my foundation and the inner workings of education and the true need of literacy for our youth right here being at the home front. So, but I know it's back in my hometown. I would love to have it out there in Denver, but it's for sure going to come out here with me as soon as I get situated and get solidified and things start slowing down for me.
David, I know that you've got degrees in political science, sociology. When your time comes to an end, you've got something to fall back on. Do you look at the current situation in the NFL with the concussions, with some of the health problems that are out there? Do you start looking and start planning for when that comes, when that happens?
I've always been a guy who always had a second plan, because I know the NFL stands for not for long, and I know being a fourth rounder that, I was expendable, and I know that I've been on the cutting block multiple times there in Denver. So I definitely understand the need to have a second plan and feel that worry that, I might not have a job tomorrow or something along those lines. So with that being said, I've definitely looked into potentially family law or physical therapy. I'm not taking classes per se, but I'm actually reading up on biology and chemistry and orgo and all that as we speak, as well as studying my playbook. So I've definitely been busy.
Good for you. Have you ever been to Wyoming before?
No, I have not. I've not been to Wyoming.
Well, right now we are getting a ton of snow, but it's supposed to at least clear a little bit by Friday and Saturday when we expect to see you here. Certainly appreciate the time this morning and look forward to seeing you on Saturday at the Joe Expo.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You bet. And good luck to you at Washington.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks, Pa. Now, that is David Bruton again, ladies and gentlemen. You'll find him at the Joe Expo on Saturday. We would invite you to come up, spend a little bit of time. Pictures, autographs, the whole works. Everything you need to know. Joe Expo, we've got it for you online. Just follow the links or go to thejoeexpo.com.